Hey, what is up guys? It is Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video everyone. So in this video, I'm pretty much going to be answering your guys' questions. So if you guys don't know, I posted a video a couple days ago asking you guys to leave comments on that specific video for a 3K sub Q&A. And wow, holy shit, did I get a lot of questions from you guys. I actually wasn't expecting that much. Sorry, I'm probably not going to be able to answer most of them, but I will do the best that I can. Alright, so the first comment I see here, Flaming Buttwinds asks, do you plan on making the complete Story of Worlds series based on all the worlds that are currently out on Wiz, or do you have a certain stopping point in mind? So my initial goal with that series was actually to make it only one video, which was the Story of Wizard City video for just a 500 sub special, but people like that video so much that I do plan on making one for each world. However, I have no idea how long that's going to take because a lot of effort goes into each one of those videos. I Forgot the Alphabet asks, what do you prefer, the 68 pack of crayons with light violet but a little more dark texture, or the 69 pack of crayons which has aqua but no marine blue? I'd have to go with the violet, you know, because the one... The no marine blue, I'm not gonna lie, it really gets to me. Karam asks, when will you do a face reveal? Now, I actually don't really have any plans right now for a face reveal. I'm not gonna say that I'll never do one, but I don't have a webcam for one at the moment, and I'm not that comfortable with having my face be out there quite yet. But that's not to say I will never do one. Ryan asks, how is Prospector Zeke not the hottest male NPC? Because Nick Jonas exists. Bunglebrov asks, body count, size, JK, what made you start YouTube? But really, answer the first questions, please. As for body count, God, I'm actually a big virgin, so that's cool. Size, you know, they don't call me the 2-inch destroyer for nothing, okay? And then as for the real question, what made me start YouTube? Well, honestly, one day I was really just bored one summer, I remember, and I was like, okay, I've tried this like a lot in the past. I've tried YouTube a lot in the past. As for this channel, I was like, you know what? Let me make another channel and let me just give this one more try. And I suppose it worked out. Brandon asks, what keeps you motivated? And when you don't feel motivated, how do you find your motivation again? Now, honestly, I'm kind of lucky in the fact that I don't get demotivated really easily. Like, I've always had a pretty good work ethic, and for just posting videos and everything, really what does keep me motivated, though, is the nice feedback, the fans, I mean, just the support, really. That is essentially what keeps me motivated. Obviously, it was really hard for me to find motivation back when I was getting like 50 to 100 views per video, but eventually, you know, once it started climbing, it just became easier and easier. Seth asks, what's your favorite fire pet, and will there be a hottest NPCs part 2? Now, my favorite fire pet, I mean, that'd probably have to be either the Archfiend or the Fire Avenging Fossil. I don't even remember what the Avenging Fossil is called, but one of those two for sure. As for the hottest NPCs part 2, I'm considering it. Chris asks, why don't you do PvP? And honestly, dude, I've never really just enjoyed it that much. I've always been just more on that PvE spectrum, and you know, one time, a long time ago in like second age PvP, I had a life wizard who I did get to warlord actually, but obviously PvP was way different back then, and I don't know, I don't enjoy it now. Like, it's just a lot to keep up with, and I just prefer my PvE lifestyle, my peaceful PvE lifestyle. Slurpee asks, if you could make a world for the next arc, what would it be themed around, and what creatures would exist in it? Well, honestly, what I would really like is, I would really like them to incorporate that lighthouse world into either Pirate 101 or Wizard 101, because obviously in a Stormgate in Pirate 101, you can see a little lighthouse bubble world, you know, in one of those Stormgates, and I've always wondered what that is, and I just really want that. So whatever that lighthouse world is, I want that to be the next world I want that world to be for the next arc. And what creatures would exist in it? I don't even know. Maybe some sea creatures that got beached. I don't know, maybe it kind of looks sort of urban. Maybe the Marlebonians would have explored there and everything. I'm not really sure, but that's what I would want. Pinhead Larry asks, when did you start playing Wizard 101? Well, let's see. I played it ever since, I played it ever since I was in like first grade, I believe. But this actual account that I have right now that I'm playing on was made in 2012. But I believe I probably started playing in like, I don't know, early 2011. Frosty asks, do you watch anime? Have you ever? If so, what certain anime comes to mind? So that's an interesting question because I've never been the biggest anime kid, really. I never really liked those Japanese shows. However, I did watch, my first anime that I had ever watched was, I mean, the first Pokemon series. Like, that is technically like an anime. I know it's not like super duper anime, but I would probably count that as anime. And now the second anime that I've ever watched, I'm actually watching it right now. It's called Vinland Saga, and it's actually really, really good. It's on like Amazon Prime or something like that. It's really, really good. It's about like Vikings, and they speak Japanese, and it's absolutely awesome. I think it's opened me up to like more animes in the future. Cheeseham asks, how many whiz babes do you have? Dude, too many to count. I honestly, I have no idea. Mystic Blade asks, approximately how much money have you spent on Wiz? And honestly, I'm not really sure, but it's definitely in the thousands. It's definitely in the thousands somewhere. And I wish there was some sort of counter for it, because that would be really interesting. But if I had to guess, it would definitely be in the thousands. Hippo asks, any tips for starting a channel based on Wiz? Honestly, all I have to say, I've been saying honestly a lot this video already. That's nice. But any tips for starting a channel based on Wiz? All I gotta say is be consistent. Try not to get demotivated, even though that's really hard to. And just be creative in what you make, seriously, and people will come. Cayman Rider01 asks, what do you like more about wizards than pirates, and what do you like more about pirates than wizards? So, okay, this is really interesting, because I think Wizards is really good. I think it's a lot better than Pirate, at least, at being nostalgic, and honestly, that could just be the test of time that's just helped it. And then as for Pirate, its storyline itself is a lot darker than Wiz's, so that's what I really like about Pirate more than Wiz. Hunter Ammo asks, would you consider playing a horror game on special occasions, like a sub-goal or something? Honestly, yeah, I think that would be super fun to have, something similar to like Blue's Spookathon specials that he did once a year. I think playing a horror game would be super fun, so I would definitely consider it. Dr. C asks, what would it take for you to solo Azteca on your balance? Would a crystal from Zarek Pickmaster persuade you? All I have to say is I hate this question. CRZ4 Wizard asks, do you make all your thumbnails? They're all great. Well, thank you. And yes, I do make all of them in Adobe Photoshop. And thank you very much. I'm glad you think they look good. Don't Trust Anybody asks, what's your favorite condiments on a hot dog, favorite hot dog build, and favorite type of hot dog? Honestly, as for the favorite hot dog build and favorite type of hot dog, I feel like these are all kind of the same questions, but I like a hot dog personally. If I could just keep it simple, I would love just ketchup on my hot dog, honestly. But sometimes I like putting like I like to mix a little bit of chili, maybe put some cheese on my hot dog as well. Obviously not with the ketchup, that would just be absolutely disgusting, but those two separately are probably my go-to. Carrot Man asks, will you do a 24-hour stream, potentially a birthday stream? Probably never a 24-hour stream. I think a birthday stream could definitely be possible though, but as for the 24-hour stream, probably not. I think that would be too much of a toll on my mental sanity. But a 12-hour stream, now that's something I'm considering. Austin asks, what keeps you doing YouTube? You're a great uploader, but of course you don't have as many subs or views as some other people. Thanks, bud. So I just want to know what keeps you going. Of course, I love your videos and you do a really great job with it. Alright, well thanks. But seriously, what did he ask? What keeps me going? Honestly, you guys. Seriously, if you guys like all left one day, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be pretty hard for me to keep going. Like, that's my real answer. DM66 has a great question here. What is your thoughts on the current state of Wizard 101? And, oh man, I could talk about this for probably hours, but the current state I don't think is great. I don't think we're getting enough content being added, and I feel like a lot of people are starting to lose interest, and some of the decisions that they're making in their current updates are just not very good, and I don't think they really contribute, or I think they contribute to kind of the bad state the game's in right now. Some people would argue it's not really in that bad of a state, but honestly, this is probably the worst I've seen it in a really, really long time. No One You Would Know asks, when will you join voice chat? We all miss you. I'll try to be in there a little bit more consistently, but no promises. Sophia asks, how did you find out about Wizard 101? That's kind of interesting, because I actually found out about it through... A lot of it was the commercials that I saw on TV, and then I also found out about it because my brother actually started playing it before me. My older brother started playing it, and I was like, whoa, this looks really, really cool. Obviously, he has since quit, like, probably after a couple months after playing it, and then, of course, I have continued for a really long time, so that's how I found out about it. Owl Loves asks, do you have any plans for your life, or do you just go with the flow? I've always been a more go-with-the-flow kind of guy, honestly. It's kind of nice, though, and it gives me less anxiety when I actually do plan stuff out, but I think there's nothing wrong with going with the flow, and that's kind of the lifestyle that I've adopted. Favorite meme, Vine, TikTok, etc. JKits Noah asks, man, oh god. The Are You Winning Son meme? I really like that one. I'd have to say that one. As for Vine and TikTok, I don't personally like TikTok very much, and Vine's just dead, so. If you could do a collab with any WizTuber, who would it be? And this is probably going to sound really generic, but I've always been a huge Blaze fan. Collabing with him would just be absolutely awesome. It's never going to happen, But that guy or Austin the Sauce, I think, would be amazing to collab with. So, yeah, that's probably my answer for that. Mar asks, dog reveal. Maybe. JDOS asks, do you play any game other than Wiz? You know, I do. I play Pirate. I play Minecraft. I actually play a lot of Ark Survival Evolved as well. And those are actually all the games I'm playing at the moment. Seriously, that's literally it. I really don't play a lot of games, so that's it. Nicholas McConnell asks, do you believe in paranormal things or cryptids? And yes, I do, and I actually have a few kind of weird experiences of my own, and let me know if you guys would ever want like a story time of me just kind of talking about them and just me talking about them in general and telling you guys all about them and what I think they were. And yeah, but short answer is I do believe in those things. And I do, yeah, I have some unique beliefs, and I've had some unique things kind of happen to me. So let me know if you guys would love like a story time video about that, because I was really considering doing that and like talking a little bit more about my life in general. So let me know if you're interested in that. I think it could be cool. Kieran asks, did you ever think you would get this big? Dude, honestly, no. Honestly, no, and you might ask yourself, well, he's not that big. I mean, he's not that big. He only has a couple thousand subs. And guys, this is so far from what I thought I was ever gonna accomplish, seriously. And I can't wait to see where we go in the future, but for now, seems like we're going up. And no, I did never expect to get this big. So, it's really, really awesome. Sleepy asks, how did Gavin simp for Honey so hard? I couldn't tell you. Kit Kat asks, what are your PC specs? And so, okay, I'll tell you the main, two pieces of equipment in a PC. Obviously, the graphics card and the processor. Otherwise, I don't know many more of my specs, but I can tell you that my graphics card is an RTX 2070, and my processor is some sort of version of the i7. So yeah, the Intel i7, by the way. Dino Bolt 450 asks, are you a huge fan of Watch Mojo? And by the type of videos I post on my channel, you might think I am, really, because all the top 5s, the top 10s, the rankings and everything. That's just the kind of video I like to do, and I actually don't really watch any of Watch Mojo, although I know they do a lot of like similar stuff for just a bunch of random topics, but no, I'm actually really not a fan of them. Jason asks, show us your fire gear and stats. Boom. 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 Boom, 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 and fire culture. Kevin asks, face reveal. Michael asks, face reveal. Neon Lone Wolf asks, are you a dog or cat person? And I'm probably a dog person, I gotta say. I don't have anything specifically wrong with cats, but I've just grown up with dogs. I have a dog of my own, and they're just the sweetest little things, and I love them so much, so I'd have to say I'm a dog person. Dr. Denied asks, are you ever gonna make more Minecraft videos? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Ellie asks, favorite song? Gosh, I don't really know. I listen to a lot of genres of music, but I'd have to say my favorite song probably right now would have to be La 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 by Baby No Money. Xander asks, how come you hate your fans? I don't, and also, look outside your window. The Small Orc asks, what's your favorite castle? And I'd probably have to say my Wizard's Watchtower, which is the one I am currently in recording this video right now. Crow the Gamer asks, do you look like Prospector Zeke? Thankfully, I do not. I'm 16, so that would be a little bit weird. Typical Rengar main asks, favorite food, and I'd have to say pizza or probably orange chicken. I'm not really sure, but definitely one of those two. Space Sphere asks, do you think Wiz is gonna die out or stick around? And really, time will tell. Time will tell. I mean, I hope it sticks around, and I hope KI starts to make better decisions with the updates they make, and I hope the whole game improves eventually, but we'll just have to see. Dotka asks, if KI would give you one thing that you can change in-game permanently, what would it be? I would delete Azteca. It's Not Daniel asks, so if you got a chance to add a new school to Wiz, what would it be called? Like its name, theme, abilities that make it stand out? Would it be offensive or defensive or supportive? Love your vids, keep up the hard work. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. And if I had to add a new school in Wiz, I'd probably want to add the School of Light, to be honest, to counteract all the shadow that's been going around. I mean, we have a School of Shadow already. It doesn't make sense that there wouldn't be a School of Light, because there's two sides to every coin, if you know what I mean. But theme, abilities, I mean, I'm not really sure exactly, but a School of Light would be epic. Gavin asks, hand reveal anytime soon. We'll see, Gavin, we'll see. Ellie asks, are you ever going to try a different game? And number 2, are you ever going to do PvP? As for trying a different game, I probably will, yeah. Eventually, I'll probably try a different game. As for are you ever going to do PvP? Probably not. I mean, probably not. I just really don't enjoy it very much. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for the Q&A. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. It probably means either somehow, by some magical force I did not see it, or perhaps it was like a repeated question, or maybe you commented multiple times. I'm not really sure, but sorry if I, didn't get to your question. As for the people that did ask questions that I did get to, I hope you guys were satisfied, I suppose, with the answers. But thanks everyone once again for 3K subs. It absolutely means the world to me. And doing a Q&A like this was super cool, and I kind of want to do more of these in the future because you guys got definitely some pretty interesting questions. So anyways, that's going to be all for me, everyone. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the Q&A. I will see you guys next time. Take care and peace out.